Picture this. It's late. You're tired. You're just browsing. You click one thing, then another, and suddenly you're staring at a $200 cart. And your brain does that little panic flinch. But then you see it. Pay in full, only $50 today. And you feel the relief wash over you. Like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's basically nothing. So you hit the button. You don't feel reckless. You feel responsible. Because you didn't spend $200, you spent $50. Here's the problem. You don't wake up the next day with the consequences. You wake up 2 weeks later, half forgetting you even bought the thing, and your bank account gets tapped again. And then again. And then again. And now you're not buying stuff. You're maintaining a schedule, a little subscription service for debt. That's the thesis today. Buy now, pay later isn't a payment plan. It's a behavior hack. And it's dangerous not because of interest rates. It's dangerous because it quietly rewires how your brain feels about spending. The psychology. Pain of paying. Let's talk about the pain of paying. When you paid $200 right now, your brain feels a sting. That sting is not your enemy. That sting is your budget's immune system. It's the part of you that asks, do I actually want this? Is this worth what I'm giving up? Am I going to regret this? BNPL is designed to numb that sting because you're not paying $200, you're paying $50. And your brain is incredibly lazy with math when emotions are involved. So instead of your brain thinking, I'm spending $200 on shoes, it thinks, I'm spending $50 on shoes. And that is a completely different emotional experience. Less friction, less hesitation, less, do I need this? And people call that helpful. But removing friction doesn't help your budget. It destroys your ability to judge value. Because value is something you feel in the moment of sacrifice. BNPL doesn't just split the payment, it splits the pain. And when the pain is smaller, the spending gets bigger. The dystopian turn. Financing consumables. Now here's where this gets kind of dystopian. Financing used to be for big stuff, a couch, a laptop, a TV you'll have for 5 years. Now what? People are financing groceries. They're financing fast food. Yes, there are people out here splitting payments on a DoorDash burrito. Think about how insane that is. You're literally paying for a meal you digested 3 weeks ago. That's not flexibility, that's not smart budgeting, that's a cash flow crisis wearing a cute UI. And it messes with your psychology in a really dark way, because it turns today's comfort into tomorrow's problem, over and over. BNPL doesn't just delay the payment, it delays the consequences. And if you delay consequences long enough, your brain starts treating them like they're not real. That's financial quicksand. The trap. Loan stacking and junk fees. Now here's the next trick, loan stacking. Because BNPL rarely ruins you with one giant loan. It ruins you with 5 or 6 tiny ones. A little $18 here, a little $32 there, a little $49 next Friday, a little $27 the Friday after that. And now your life is basically a calendar of landmines. It's not one big debt, it's being pecked to death by ducks. And this is where people start missing payments, not because they're irresponsible, but because it becomes a management nightmare. Even LendingTree reported that 41% of BNPL users said they paid late on a loan in the past year. Source. And once you're late, the pain comes back, but in the worst way. Late fees, overdraft fees, stress fees, I forgot fees. These are the junk fees. And the industry monetizes procrastination. Because BNPL companies don't need you to be evil, they just need you to be human. A little forgetful, a little optimistic, a little, I'll deal with it later. And later is where the money is made. The industry's secret. You are the product. This part matters, so listen. Merchants pay BNPL providers higher fees than credit cards, often around 4 to 6%, because merchants know BNPL makes people spend more. They're not offering it because it's charity. They offer it because it boosts your cart size. So when BNPL says we're helping you afford it,
What they really mean is we're helping the store sell it. You're not the customer, you're the product. The solution, the cash test challenge. Now the good news, you're not broken. Your willpower isn't uniquely terrible. This is a system designed to turn normal brains into overspending brains. So here's how you fight back. Practically, not perfectly. Step 1. Count your active loans. Right now, open your BNPL apps or your email or your bank transactions and just count. How many payment plans am I currently running? Not judging, just counting, because clarity is control. Step 2. Stop opening new ones. Not forever, not never again, just for now, because you can't drain a flooded basement while the pipe is still running. Step 3. The rule. Yes, it's blunt. If you can't pay cash for the burrito, you can't afford the burrito. Same with clothes, same with gadgets, same with treat yourself. Because when you finance a consumable, you're borrowing from your future paycheck for something that's already gone. And that is how people stay trapped. Step 4. The cash test challenge. Here's the challenge I want you to try for the next 30 days. Before you use BNPL, do the cash test. Ask, if this required cash today, no split payments, would I still buy this? If the answer is no, that's not budgeting, that's the product being too expensive for your current life. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're waking up. Because the goal isn't to never want stuff. The goal is to stop letting sleek buttons make decisions for you. You don't need a new payment plan. You need fewer obligations, fewer taps on your future. Regain control by making your money boring again. Because boring money is stable money, and stable money is freedom.